Talk about how financial professionals will need to move on from being historians, bean counters, to value providers who'll help their company's clients make better decisions. And you really kind of talked about that, how sometimes you're giving advice, sometimes because you've seen some of these, what's going on with some of the startups, you could maybe say, hey, watch out for that. That's really valuable especially for a company coming to you just starting up.
First and foremost, the communication between the CPA and the client is key. And so, and it's incumbent upon the CPA to drive some of that outreach. And so I, tell all my coworkers, we need to be reaching out. We need to be proactive because our clients are very busy and they're not going to call us, surprisingly, they're not going to call us on every major decision. We'd like to think they will, but they don't. And so they may go out and buy a new boat or a high-end car or something that we could have saved them some grief. And the cost of us unwinding what they've done, some of their bad decisions, is way more costly than if they had called us in the first place. So I've actually reduced to writing, when they should call their CPA to trigger things, if it's going to be a hiring or firing a key employee or buying a large ticket item, either business or personal, divorce, marriage, a move of their business or personally, all of those things we should be consulted on before they do it. Otherwise, it's going to cost them a lot more after the fact because they don't always have thought through all the decisions.
Excellent point, because oftentimes you're right. As a CPA, you find yourself looking at the receipts after it's already been done, right, and trying to figure out from there.
Right, but absolutely, the days of looking through the rearview mirror and expecting to get paid for that is, we have to do that to a certain degree, but the good CPAs and the ones that are really going to be sought after are those that are looking out the windshield and, I'm not saying crystal ball, but, looking out, a year ahead and cautioning people, hey, your growth is going to put some crimps on your line of credit because your receivables are going to outpace, your cash flow. And most bankruptcies are not because companies don't have revenue, it's just because they get upside down on their cash flow.